we got Josh. First of all, welcome to God is My Bestie. Josh is the first to be back, and he also was the first to come on.
Hey,
I thank you for that, Josh.
Thank you. Before we do all of that, I need y'all to do me a favor. I'm not trying to take over the show, but I need y'all to, number one, like this show. Hit that like button. Number two, for those that you are new and all of that, I need y'all to subscribe. Number three, I want y'all to send this video to 5 people. You're going to find out why. You're going to be inspired. And I do believe that you should take your inspiration and inspire somebody else. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I want to hear what you have to say.
Let's get it.
So, let's talk about from the church to the sex industry. You got the book, Two Worlds, One Life. This is a very good read. You really got very in-depth and you were very transparent in this book.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it. So speaking of from the church to the sex industry,
Yeah.
where do you feel you're at in your life right now? Are you at the church? Are you in the sex industry? Or are you torn in between the two?
I think to answer your question, I think that I'm in a place where I'm finding myself. It starts from my religion, but religion is not the origin, it's the relationship that I have with Christ. I think that the things that I've been through with going to strip clubs, the sex industry, it gave me foundation of who I am. It gave me foundation of people. It taught me about people. It taught me that people can add to your life, but they can also subtract from your life. It taught me that to be the CEO of my own life.
I like that. Now, what made you want to search, because I know the first 9 years of your life,
Yeah.
you were in the church. Was it Unbroken Chain or Broken Chain?
Unbroken Chain.
Unbroken Chain.
That's where it started.
And then one day you just stopped going. You and your parents stopped going, and you were spiritually in need of spiritual food.
Yeah. I learned in my adulthood that spirituality played an important role in my life. Mm-hmm. I learned that I had to navigate on my own, and it made it hard because I started off with something, and now I'm going into a world where this is not what I'm used to. But on the flip side, and dare I say to a positive level, I was intrigued. Mm-hmm. I wanted to learn more, and I started exploring and learning things. And no, it wasn't necessarily about God, so I thought. In the end, even as you, let's say, talk about even right now to this day, the reason for the book was because God was in it the whole entire time.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. Now, you eventually did meet up with some people and got into the sex industry. And I want to know a little bit about that. How was that for you? And also, did sex fill the void?
That's a good question. So, if I would tell you what I write about in the book from where it started was the internet. Going online, a kid who grew up in church, still curious about the world, still going on Google, looking at these sites, these visions, and they became something so intriguing, and it kind of had a hold on me. It had a hold on me from the physical, but then as I grew up, I realized that people are different. I had to realize that I am different. Was I okay with it at that time? No. I had trouble with, even in relations from teenagers. As a teenager, talking to people, and when we start, can you be my girlfriend? Can you be my boyfriend? And I just wasn't looked at. So it became something where I was questioning myself.
Okay, wait. I want to stop you right there. So during your teenage years, or up until now, have you had a girlfriend, a partner?
I can honestly say right now, that answer would be no. And the reason to that was because of my vision of what a girlfriend is versus what I had to do, what you read about in the book in my adulthood. Every relationship that I started with, for the most part, was transactional. So it was never a point where I like you, you like me, we get to know each other. The foundation was
money.
I pay you, you perform a service for me, I feel good, and you give me that void of the girlfriend experience, but it's only an experience for a time.
For the moment. And how does that make you feel when after you pay and you have a good time and then you go home and your wallet is a little, lighter?
At that time,
How does that feel for you?
Nowadays, I have more control. I am more mature enough to say, okay, now, hold up. What you was doing felt good, but you feel so low. Will those people call you? Or if you're in need, are you able to call them? Are you able to have a conversation with them about life, about the week? No. You gotta wait until roughly maybe the 29th, 30th, because the first is coming. That means the money is coming. And so now...
So you on to the game. you know when you're going to get those sweet calls and, hey, Josh.
I'm going to feel like the man around right before the month is out. I'm going to feel like the man.
Wow. So I want to talk about sex because I didn't ask you this in the first interview. Well, I did ask you after.
Yeah, we ain't getting really
because I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable.
No.
But you told me I can ask you anything about sex.
Absolutely.
So I want to know what do you do when you have sex? What can you do and what can't you do?
So, for those who are listening and all of that, people in my situation have different circumstances. So for me, I am what you call incontinent. That means that I wear a diaper. I void or urinate, and sometimes I don't know when that's happening. So that diaper is for protection. And same thing for going to the bathroom, doing the number two, if you will. That conversation within itself is a place where you have to be mature enough to talk about that, because we also live in a society where manhood looks a certain way.
Right.
So what was happening with me over the years is I was battling with that. I go through these things, I feel this way, but I still have to go on with life. To answer your question, most times, let me just be clear on something. There are people, and I'm going to get graphic with y'all. There are people that cannot feel below, they cannot feel when they are erect, they have to do other medical things. Sometimes it's taking a gummy bear, sometimes it's an injection, sometimes it's a pill. For me...
Can you feel?
Ladies, I can feel.
So you get hard?
I do.
You come?
But I'm saving, I do. But
I'm
saving that for my wife.
No, I mean, I want to know, like, so you oral. You give and receive?
More so give.
You like that?
I love it.
Ooh.
That's something that I have enjoyed over the years, because my makeup as a man is to make a woman feel good. So when you're in that moment, it's me learning about her.
Pleasing her.
Learning what she likes.
Now, can that make you come?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Now, have you ever received oral?
I have a few times, but it's only been a few times. And the reason for that, to be frank, is because of the incontinence issue.
Oh, okay. So it's it's too much to deal with.
It's too much to deal
You
with.
would have to make sure everything is clean. Yeah,
Absolutely. And
it's
then
too much.
Sometimes even women are not comfortable with that. So me, in the past, it's also again going back to learning about that woman, kind of learning of what kind of drives her, what's her, what are her tweaks, and I can sometimes just feel in that spirit moment where I know I can't do that with her because she's just uncomfortable.
Right,
and for
right.
me, one thing I don't want to do is make you feel uncomfortable or make that woman feel uncomfortable because then I become uncomfortable. And then now we're just not having a good time. And that's a waste.
Okay, so you feel uncomfortable receiving oral?
No, to be clear, let's be clear, I do not feel uncomfortable.
Okay, Josh, yes.
I do not feel uncomfortable. However, my partner has to be comfortable. And if my partner is not comfortable, I'm not comfortable.
Okay, now penetration. Have you ever experienced penetration?
I have not. I have not before. And
do you want to?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that as I've grown in maturity, I think that it's going to take the right partner to really sit down. A woman
sit down.
Yeah,
to really sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down, bonnets.
You gotta sit down, ladies. And be secure in herself.
Okay.
To know that because it may be instances more than anything else that she may deal with somebody or have dealt with somebody that is not in my shoes.
Okay.
Which means she's got to learn.
Okay.
And that's where the exploration should come in. Now we learning about each other, what we can do, what we can't do, and we're going to make it work.
Right. Okay. Okay, Josh.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm lost for words.
It's so good.
I'm lost for words. So, what is the most romantic thing you've done for a woman, if anything?
Wow. In my last, I'll call it a relationship in this instance. I won't go too in depth with it, but this particular person, because of the time we spent, she caused me to think a lot and think about her. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's a quality as men that we should always consider. Not just thinking about ourselves, but thinking about our partner. And I remember she went to do a surgery, and she went out of the state to do it. She was gone for a few days, and I knew she was coming back to see me. So I got my house decorated as if you would see it on the commercials and all that. So you got the candles lit up, you got the balloons, you got the scented candles going.
Wow.
You got the music playing in the background, and I also had somebody cook. She liked Haitian food. Mm-hmm. So I had somebody make the Haitian food, foods that she liked. And the most important thing was not just the romance, but what is it that is romantic to her?
Right.
So I knew that from the color of the balloons to the scented candles, what she would like, to the food, and we just made it happen. And that smile on her face.
Wow.
That's what I knew.
That's
dope.
What
I know did it. Yeah.
That's dope, Josh.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Wow. So you the man. You the man. I mean, I don't know why you haven't had a girlfriend, a lady in your life. You're handsome, you're intelligent, you're smart. I don't think they really know who you are, Josh. I mean, I think you're hiding yourself, because if they knew, they'd be all over you.
I think that as I look at it now, that's all God.
Yes.
I think that He is doing something specific in this season for me. And I think that He's preparing me for what godly manhood should look like.
Right.
So I'm learning that just as much as the desire to have a woman, I got to get my life together. Because
I love that.
When you don't have a life, you're going to suck the life out of somebody else.
Ooh, that's a word. That's a word. This is a preacher, a pastor. No, seriously, Josh. I mean, we've never seen a preacher in a wheelchair, and you are the first. He is the first. I love that. You're a certified life coach.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Certified life coach. And that's the whole significance of what I'm doing now. I do also have my own LLC. And part of that LLC is to kill the misconceptions or unalive the misconceptions of disability because there's so many. And I believe that my pain experiences from childhood to experiences as a teenager, even into the adulthood, is what propelled me to my purpose, to share my message, to encourage people, to change people's perspective on not just disability, but manhood itself.
Right.
For women, what is it that you truly want in a man? Forget the physical for a second, because
Yes.
that
yes,
is important.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I don't want to wake up to the Godzilla. I just don't. But beyond that, what else is it that you have?
Right. That's important. And we were talking off the record about alignment.
Yeah.
And I realized that a lot of my relationships or situationships didn't work because we weren't aligned. It was strictly, sex or just a lustful thing, and we just didn't align. And it's nobody's fault. It's just we didn't align.
Yeah.
Now, when you speak about what chair, when you were younger, you've been to Aruba.
I have.
You've been on a plane.
Yeah.
In a chair.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
That started with, I can't even call him a mentor. He was more like a second father. And I am thankful for my church that I still attend. He went home to be with the Lord, but he became like a second father to me. And he gave me conversations, and we would talk about things like sex, and we would talk about life. We would talk about the Bible. We would talk about all these different things, and it gave me an opportunity to see him someone else other than just Deacon Brown. He became Joe Brown, and then he became Dad.
Dad, yeah.
And
he's the one who took. How was your experience on a plane?
So let me tell you something.
For the people in the chair who may be afraid, I want you to say,
So let me tell you what I love about Joe Brown. Joe Brown, it wasn't just going on a vacation. He prepared me. So number one, like right now, I'm sitting in my manual chair because my motorized chair doesn't work. With Pops, he wasn't having no motorized chair. He said, you're going to have to push yourself around Aruba. You're going to have to push that manual chair, which meant I had to get into the gym, which meant through that was accountability. And then at that accountability, I became stronger. And in me becoming stronger, it wasn't just physical, because now I'm lifting the weights. I'm starting to do this consistently. And even as I'm in the weight room, I'm feeling like I need to give up. I don't want to do this no more. But then that picture of, you could be on that plane, you can be on a sunny side of palm trees and seeing all these beautiful women and all this good food. Why not keep pushing?
Wow.
So he helped me with my mentality. And when we got there, it was an experience. I'm talking about from the airport to just smelling the way the airport was. He did some videos, and he was...
I love that, Josh.
Yeah, it was so... And one of the videos that he did was he videotaped me being checked by security. And I'm being checked, my arms is out like this and all of that, but I'm smiling.
Right.
And he made a joke with some other people. He's like, when we do this, when we go on vacation, we don't smile when we get checked and all that. But he was speaking to, I think, my humility and my honor and my happiness.
Yeah, you were excited to be. Listen, when you meet these women, you gotta let them know, baby, I'm international.
Hey, listen, man.
I'm international.
I'm global, baby. I'm global. You know what I'm saying? And oh man, this is amazing. And the trip. It was orchestrated. He raised money to get me on the trip, and we didn't fly coach. We flew first class.
Wow.
Our seats were right behind the pilot.
Wow.
So
wow, Josh, check you out. I better get this book, Two Worlds, One Life.
Get it.
Yes, yes. Wow, that's amazing. I also want to talk about you being younger in the chair, being in school. How was that for you? Because kids can be pretty mean.
So there's a difference between, in my life, elementary years to high school years. My elementary school, I had the blessing of being a part of that school from kindergarten to 8th grade. Usually when you pass 5th grade, you got to graduate and go to a new school.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a bigger school, but the challenge for me was I was blessed to be in a regular education class, but now there are these kids who see someone who in their eyes is different.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them, I had the blessing of seeing them as people.
Mm-hmm.
And all I wanted, just like any other kid, was to be friends with them.
Yeah.
But it was very difficult. I remember, and I'm not going to give names out there like that, but I remember incidents where it was a barter system. I remember sitting with them, pleading with them, begging them, please be my friend. I'll give you half my sandwich just to be your friend. And I remember moments where I was fooled, I was tricked.
When they took the stuff and they didn't have a friend.
And then now I'm thinking we could sit, we could talk about Power Rangers and all those stuff. And I realized that this kid just took my sandwich and there's no friendship. But yet I still kept pursuing. And when I say that, I still had the heart to want to keep going. Because I know that some kids will probably be in situations where it's like, yo, I don't want to be friends with nobody because everybody just keeps pushing me away. There was something inside of me that said, I just want to belong. I just want to be a part of something. I just want to be able to call you my friend and you call me your friend. That's all I want.
Right.
And in that particular school, I began to be friends with a lot of the teachers, a lot of the paraprofessionals that took care of me. Some of them didn't take care of me, but they were so attracted, I believe, to my smile, my personality.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Having an adult personality at a young age because of challenges in my past. So that's what shaped and molded it, even in spite of the heartbreak, if you will, and the sadness of not being accepted by your own peers.
Right. So. Wow, Josh, that's, I identify with a lot of the feelings and the emotions.
Wow.
Because in your book, you said something like being loved was something you struggle with.
Yeah, I think that.
And I relate to that. That's.
Wow.
I really relate to that.
Wow. I think that's a blessing to hear for me, and the confirmation that we all go through it. We all have experienced that. Because there was a point in time where I'm asking God, why me? I'm asking God, or telling God even, like, I know you know all things and you do everything perfectly, but you made a mistake. And that's the boldness out of that statement was only because of my relationship with him.
Right.
To really come to him and say, I think something's wrong here. You messed up somewhere because nothing is falling in line. I'm not enjoying life the way I should.
The way you should. Now, having spina bifida.
Yeah.
How many surgeries have you had?
Wow. So, in total, I've had 29.
Wow.
29 surgeries. I'm 36.
And that's throughout childhood?
From birth.
To adulthood.
Started from a baby coming out the womb, and my back was open at birth, so they had to close the spine. And then I had water in my brain. And, for those of you listening, imagine putting 6 feet of tubing into a baby's brain because they had to drain all of that water out. Not only that, it was an experiment because it was something that they didn't really know how to do this. It was something new, and they just were crossing fingers that this would work. I have come to believe that this wasn't by luck. I believe now more than ever that from that time on, God had his hand on my life.
Of course. We're all his children.
Yeah.
No matter if you're in a chair or not, or you're missing legs or arms, or you're deaf or you're blind, or whatever it may be, we're all his children.
Yeah.
And he makes no mistakes.
Definitely.
He wanted us to be different.
Yeah.
He wanted us to be different. So he put us in this world like, a bag of Skittles.
Yeah.
We're all just different, but so beautiful.
Yeah.
CCC.
Yes.
You was a youth member at CCC, which is the church that I go to.
Yeah.
That's where we first met, officially met at CCC.
Yes, we did. I'll never forget that day either, man.
Yeah.
I was blessed by your spirit.
Yes, that was a blessing.
Yeah.
Now, being a member of CCC, give me something that you learned from Pastor Bernard, Jamal, and Pastor Jamal Bernard, right? I got the names right?
Yeah,
okay, all right,
yeah. You represent CCC well.
Okay,
I see
yes.
that.
They got lyrics. I love the way they break the word down and talk. Like, they talk to me, so I just want to know because you were up close and personal.
I have built relationship with the Bernard family, and they are to this day still a blessing to my life. And I believe that they have helped cultivate or were a part of my journey in purpose. I had came from a different type of church, the Pentecostal church versus a non-denominational church. Now, in my time at Unbroken Chain, I was young. I wasn't able to really receive teaching, although I've learned in my adulthood that even though it was a Pentecostal church, there was teaching. However, my experiences were way different from CCC.
Yeah.
So I seen a lot of Holy Spirit being present in that moment. I think what God did in Unbroken Chain was give me this spirit of maturity. Because if I could paint a picture of, imagine someone 5 or 6 years old watching grown people fall on top of each other. Holy Spirit.
And you said in the book you don't know how other children would have handled that.
I don't.
Because I know it's a lot. It's a lot for a child to see. Like, what's going on? Are they sad? Are they angry? Right. Are they scared?
Right.
What is it? And you understood somehow. You analyzed it.
I did.
And learned about what was going on. So
I'm laughing because I remember, and it's, for some reason I just remember this story. I don't know how old I was, but there was someone that I knew that caught the Holy Ghost, and he was falling out. And next thing you know, he falls on top of my foot. And it's funny, but at that moment, what was so dope was that I didn't laugh at him. I didn't get scared. I just knew at a young age what was going on at that moment.
What was going on, right?
And I couldn't tell him, hey, don't do that.
Right.
He's in his
moment. He was in his zone.
So.
He was in his zone. But a word. Give me a word from Pastor Jamal Bernard, the Bernards.
So going into CCC, it became, one of the big blessings was being accepted. I'm going into a church at 16 years old because a friend of mine from high school invited me. Janelle Arthur.
Okay.
And I'm going in there. She's not there, but I'm going for myself. And the spirit of humility, also the negative part of, you don't want to feel like a burden to people. You see with your own eyes that the sanctuary is not accessible.
Right.
And so my first thought was, I'm going to stay in the back. I'm going to chill out. And I'm just going to enjoy what I enjoy from the back. Pastor Jamal, and hey, hopefully he's gonna watch this, too. You know what I mean? But I remember him just coming up to me, and he just, introducing himself, and he's like, "Would you like to come downstairs, the lower level?" And I felt so overjoyed that day, that evening, because
wow,
it wasn't just like I'm coming down to be in the lower level.
Right.
It was more so
coming to be a part of the family.
And now you see me.
Yes. Now you're right.
You see me. And it just, that's when CCC became home. And I grew in the ministry. I wanted to learn more. I loved Pastor's teaching because my experience of at 9 years old not going to church, watching church online or television, because it was on television at the time, seeing certain preachers shout and all that stuff, and then I go to this big church, which Unbroken Chain was fairly big, but not as big as CCC, and I'm seeing this man. It sounds funny, but I'm seeing this man who doesn't have a perm, who he's not shouting at me. He's having a normal conversation.
Yes.
He's put together, got a suit on, and he's having a conversation that I can relate to.
Yes.
And it made me want to come back more and find out about, who God is and what else does this pastor have to say.
Yes, absolutely.
And then
I love it there.
The people became family to me as well as CCC. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. Now, you were recently in a play.
Yes.
At CCC about the home health industry.
Yes.
And I was excited to see you. I'm like, is that Josh?
Yeah.
I had to tag you and post it. Like, wait a minute, because if that's not Josh, he got a twin. But speaking of the home health industry,
yeah.
How is it like having a home health aide? I want you to talk more about that, because I myself have been as a worker in the home health industry for years, and I actually get to sit and hear your point of view. So
Wow.
Curse us out. Tell me what you gotta say.
I ain't gonna curse y'all out.
No, but how is it? Have you had some good ones, some bad ones?
I think that overall, the biggest lesson I've learned as a patient under the home health aid industry is that you really do have to be the CEO of your life. You have to know what you like. You have to know what you don't like. You have to know about your own health. Because especially someone who, like myself, right now and for the past 10 years, I've been living independently in my own apartment. And so now it's less advocacy. It's just me and you. And what I mean is the home health aide. There are some that you could tell are just here for a job, just here for a check, don't want to have nothing to do with nothing. Then there are some people that really love what they do.
Right.
And there are some people that not only love what they do, they take a liking to their patient.
Right.
Some people versus the patient and the home health aide, they become almost like family.
Yes.
And I've had those types of people as well, where we just develop that friendship that turns into family. And it's not just I'm on the job. It's I really do care for you. I really do love you. Even and
now have you ever flirted or been with any of your aides?
I haven't. To be clear, ladies and gentlemen,
there's some sexy aides out there. I mean, respectfully.
It definitely is.
Respectfully,
It definitely is, and
I'm one of them.
You definitely are, I must say. I'm not trying to flirt with her, ladies and
gentlemen.
No,
and I'm not even his aide. I'm just asking.
We just having a conversation, to be clear. But I will say, just like yourself, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
The difference is I know my place.
Yes.
In certain moments. So I've had a few attractive home health aides, and it becomes where it's kind of funny because like now if they're on my age level, they kind of know it. So something can happen where they might abuse it. Oh, I don't feel like coming into work today, but clock me in, or all these different things.
Because they know you got an eye.
They know I can just take anything, and all I gotta do is sit next to you and just hold your hand, and you're gonna be all right by tomorrow, baby. And but that's where the CEO comes in, where I have to kind of balance that out. And
because you need your care. You need to be taken care of.
I need to be taken care of.
Forget about how somebody look. You got to take care of
this
me.
This is business.
And so what makes a good aid to you? What makes a aid like a good one?
Number one is communication.
Okay.
When I say that, I've had so many experiences where the communication starts with the coordinator that sends the home attendant or home health aide out.
Right.
Number one, you got to make sure, please, don't send me somebody who doesn't speak English well.
Right.
Because now there is a lack of communication, and we can't get the job done.
Yeah.
Then it's how well do you connect with the system that I have going on for myself as a patient. Mm-hmm. Every patient has their own system, from the way they wake up in the morning to how they want their eggs cooked. Do they even eat breakfast? Do they eat twice a day? Mm-hmm. Do they like to be alone sometimes? Do they want not to be hovered around? When guests come to see them, are you supposed to be in the house? Not to cut you off, but are you an annoying patient? Are you one of those patients that is like, I think so. Stop calling me. Or be honest, Josh. Be honest. I can be very honest with you.
Okay.
If I have grown a liking with you, mm-hmm. It's an opportunity now for me to be myself.
Okay.
So there have been times where I've had home attendants where I know your shift is over, but I'm calling you because I want to talk to you about, getting me some food in the afternoon tomorrow.
Right.
And I don't care that your shift is over. Yeah, and I also think you're pretty, and we're going to FaceTime each other, and I'm going to see your beautiful face on the phone. So why not take the opportunity? And it's sometimes like that. I would get off my phone. Right. Respectfully, because we've developed a relationship where I know what you're doing.
Right.
But it's playful but balanced. Okay?
But I do want to talk about suicide. That's very important to me.
Yeah.
I've been suicidal before. It's a really deep, dark conversation that I feel like we should normalize it. Because sometimes people don't want to tell you how we feel.
Yeah.
Because everyone is so judgmental. But in the book, you mentioned you had suicidal thoughts at 13. That's pretty young, Josh.
That's where it started.
What was going on there?
So I think that what people have to realize is that suicide is not necessarily, or at least for me, it wasn't, I just want to kill myself or I want to unalive myself. It was more so, I am tired of the circumstance.
You don't want to be here, but you don't want to kill yourself.
I don't want to kill myself, but I want to erase my circumstance. Mm-hmm. I can't erase my circumstance. Mm-hmm. So if I can go to sleep tonight, and if I don't wake up,
you'll be okay.
I'm okay with that.
Wow.
And I think that's what, unfortunately, a lot of people do experience, not just myself. But to being able to articulate that is sometimes difficult. But that took time for me to articulate. Why are you feeling that way? What is really going on at the moment?
Yeah.
And that's what that was. So
you feel trapped.
I do.
When I had those moments, I felt trapped.
Yeah.
I can't escape myself. I can't escape my situation.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you really believe there's no solution.
Yeah.
And I've really argued with God, I mean, nasty work. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
had to be as honest with him as possible because sometimes things get heavy, really heavy. And but you know, he's right on time. He's always right on time.
I always say that God doesn't
And
need your Apple Watch. He's always on time.
and I always like when I pray, I'm like, you know, I know there's babies dying and people are falling out of burning buildings, and there's so much going on right now, Lord. But I'm here. Please, I'm here. I'm here with my stuff too. You know, and I just think that we all need to be mindful of each other's feelings.
I believe that. I think that for me, I've learned that I have a strategy. Because if I can be honest with you, even now at 36, there are times where those thoughts do come back.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed of it now because I have a protocol, I have a system in place where, and I even called you a couple of months ago and we just talked things out, but I want to make it clear that I was going in a direction that I shouldn't have been going with my thoughts. And so part of my my strategy is to, number one, know who can I speak to at that moment.
Right.
Know that there might be a possibility that they may not pick up. So who else is up next?
Yeah.
Then the last part of it is, are they able to read me without me saying anything?
Right.
And that's the team that I have with people.
Yes.
Where, and I said this a while ago at a speaking engagement, that sometimes a simple "I love you" to a friend is, I gotta call you because something just don't seem right.
Right.
Which points to the fact
those
that
codes.
Right. Which
those
points,
codes are important because
right.
You know, it's like, and I just
We need
wanted
each
to
other.
talk about that because the last two people that I asked, you know, how are you doing? And they said they weren't fine, but I didn't know to say anything more than, well, you know, life is life and you'll be fine. God has it. Maybe they needed more, but it wasn't enough.
I think,
yeah.
not even to cut you off, but what I think about, because you said something that's so key. How are you doing is such a typical question. And we don't really know, I think, majority of the time what we're saying when we do say it.
Right.
How are you doing is public performance. So for example, how you doing? I'm good. Job is good. I got a promotion. Kids is doing good. You know, wife is great. How are you feeling?
That's another thing I do ask. How are you feeling?
Is intimate inquiry.
Yes.
Because I want to know, and I don't care what the answer is.
Yes.
I'm taking time out to hear what's going on, and based on what I hear, I want to see how I can best direct you.
Right.
Because sometimes I may not be able to help,
right.
but if I can point you in the right direction, then we got something going. Because I refuse to lose somebody because they just felt like, I'd rather check out. I don't want to.
Yeah, nobody's listening. Nobody can relate.
Yeah.
We want you all to know that we can relate. I know I can. I can relate to so many different things.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I don't know. I think I got everything out. For the time we have, there's always more, Josh.
Okay.
There's always more.
But wait, hold up. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna take over a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
I want to ask you a question, just from my own, mind.
Ask me.
Have you ever dated someone in a wheelchair with a disability, and or would you, if you haven't?
Oh, Josh.
I'm not trying to shoot my shot, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I know you're just curious, but no, for real, to be honest, I had a crush on someone.
Okay.
I have had phone sex with someone in a chair.
Gotcha.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
That reminds me when I used to do that at 16. That's a whole different story. Go ahead.
Okay, I did. I've had phone sex with someone in a chair and enjoyed it. And will I date someone in a chair? I mean, if he know the right words, listen. You gotta have lyrics with me, baby.
I like that.
If you got those lyrics with me, baby, and
like
you
that.
know your swag is up,
I like that.
and we align.
I like that. I like that.
Then yes, I would. I don't see why not.
I like that. You know why I like that? Because it shows your security within yourself.
Yeah, why not? I mean, listen, I've seen a lot of handsome men. You're one of them.
Thank you.
But I've seen so many handsome men, like, yeah.
That's a beautiful thing because
let me tell you a little secret.
yeah.
Don't tell nobody, y'all. I've even watched porn of people with disabilities.
That's a thing. That's
And I honestly, I think it was more educational for me. It wasn't to turn me on, but the shit I seen, they had them in swings, and the mouth goes like this, and the swing is back. I'm like, yo, it's going down.
This is to show
and the man is in the chair eating. She's riding him. I mean, I really, sometimes I do look at porn just to, I want to see. I might not see that in real life, actual life, but I want to see what's going on. So, yes, I mean, listen, people in chairs or people who are differently abled are sexy as fuck too. Like, please don't get it twisted. So I hope I answered your question.
It definitely did. It gives me insight and hope for the future because it's very rare that you hear that from a woman of your caliber. And I say that with honor because you're not just beautiful on the outside, you got a beautiful spirit in the inside.
Thank you, Josh.
And I think that this is also a blessing to those of my peers. There's somebody out there for everybody. You don't always have to stick to disability because you're disabled. That's everybody has a preference.
Exactly.
You could do this world is yours, man.
Listen, if I'm ever single and y'all out there in them chairs,
vroom, 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 you know what I'm saying? Listen,
my number is
you get to
1-800 call me.
You get to skip long lines. You got a place to sit each and every time. I mean, this is great benefits. I mean, fellas, y'all knows in my peers, y'all know what's up. Y'all.
But seriously, I would date a man in a chair. I really would. And I'm not flirting with Josh. I'm not flirting with you, Josh. But you are handsome, intelligent. You have a vision. You're going places.
Thank you.
You're international.
I received that.
You're international. And before I close out, I want to say this.
Sure.
Seriously, Josh, you always, even in the book, all throughout the book, you give everyone their flowers. And I want to take the time out to give you yours because I just think that you're so super duper amazing. I mean, you are that. You are that man who the world needs more of you. And I need you to receive that. And you don't have to give to get anything.
Wow.
You're so good, it can come to you, but it's when you believe that.
That's a word. Thank you. And I felt, as you were speaking, I felt God say in my spirit that He doesn't make carbon copies. He makes originals.
Absolutely. And you are an original.
I would say that.
You are an original. So how do you feel about the conversation we had today?
Oh, I loved it. I want to come back. I hope, ladies and gentlemen, write to her, inbox her, plug her on YouTube. I got to come back. We have a lot of great conversations and we intertwine with our mindsets and we just come up with ideas. And it's a blessing to be a part of this movement this movement is doing something, and God is in it.
Yes.
And I couldn't resist. I had to be on it.
Give me a scripture, Josh, for us to close out.
Being that it's Thanksgiving, I would say 1 Thessalonians, Thanksgiving week. First Thessalonians 5 and I believe 18. Give thanks in all circumstances for those who are in Christ Jesus. And I'll probably butcher the scripture, but the importance of that is giving thanks in all things.
Yes.
Not for things, but in all things.
All things.
Because you already know that He has His hand over your life, even when you can't trace it.
Amen. And don't forget, y'all, to get his book, 2 Worlds, One Life. This is a super good book. Like, even if you're not a reader, it's thin, it's a quick read, and I love it. I love it. I love it.
Amazon, baby, get that thing.
I love it. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you.
Give me hugs.
Love you, girl.
Love you too.
Thank you so much. Thank you, man.
God
Thank
is
you,
my
me too.
bestie.
Love y'all. We out.